Good evening and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here tonight for two reasons. One is to recognize our most recent 1,000-point scorer for Woodbridge Township basketball. In this case, it's a girl. It's Brooke Tominski from the Woodbridge High School girls team, but that'll be our first proclamation. The rest of you are here for Martin Luther King Essay Contest winners. Since this has the fewest people compared to the rest of you, we'll do that one first, and then they can clear out, and then we can have all the kids come up for their proclamation. So I would like to call Athletic Director Joe Ward up from Woodbridge High School. I'd like to call up Principal Glenn Lotman. And these two guys were constantly on the trail. I kept calling and emailing Joe back and forth after every game. How many did she get? What's it look like? When do you think she's going to be doing it? And we were there for the game before when she needed 26 and got 22, but she made it the next game. So now I'd like to call up Woodbridge High School's 7th 1,000-point scorer on the girls' side, Brooke Tominski. Congratulations, Brooke. Good job, dude. So Brooke is a young lady I've known probably almost since she was born. Her dad, Bobby, and I played competitive basketball against each other in the Knights of Columbus Basketball League. We're both longtime members of the Green Street Athletic Club. We played pickup basketball for years. I think Bobby's got more points off my picks than anybody else in the history of Green Street basketball. So I've known Brooke practically since she was born, and as I said that night on TV, speaking about her being born, it was a very, very difficult pregnancy. It was a very, very difficult childbirth because Brooke was, in fact, born with a basketball in her hand. It was very hard for Heidi those 9 months and the delivery and the recovery. It was very, very difficult. But Brooke comes from a basketball family. Her dad is a 1,000-point scorer at Colonia High School and a 1,000-point scorer at St. Anselm College, and her mom is a 1,000-point scorer, 1,600 in fact, has more than Bobby, just saying. 1,600 points plus at Shore Regional. Now, father-son combinations in 1,000-point scorers are rare. Father-daughter combinations are rarer. Mother-daughter combinations are rarer. Father-mother-daughter combinations, I don't know of one. I mean, I've talked to people. I talked to Flaherty yesterday, saw him somewhere, and said him and his son are 1,000-point scorers. That you ever hear of a father, mother, daughter 1,000-point scoring team? And no one can come up with one, probably in the state. I'd almost venture to say there's not, who knows, but to think about a father, mother, daughter, that's almost impossible. Have you looked it up? You can't find any. You just didn't look hard enough. I'm talking to Bobby, her dad. This is quite an accomplishment. I also know we have one. Are you the most recent? Are you number 6, Alex Nardoza, who's a JV coach on the Woodbridge girls team? You're the 5th one. You got the Brodniaks, Stanleys. Who else?
Alex is ranked number 1.
Alex is ranked. Oh, you got the most points. That's right. You got the most points. Alex Nardoza has the most points ever, and she's now a coach, so that's going to be pretty cool watching that. The Woodbridge School District finally had the good sense to hire you as a teacher after a couple of years spent in the Clark system, so that was great to hear. So I'd also now like to, Bob, if you and your wife Heidi want to come up, and your other 2 daughters want to come up. We have Bailey and Bobby Joe. Congratulations, pal. On the rest of the team, oh, there's some teammates. There you are. Come on up. Where's? Who else? Anybody on the team? Brianna's here.
We have our 2 assistant coaches. Coach.
All right, come on up, Alex and PJ. Come on up, Jakovich, the assistant coaches. So a couple interesting tidbits. Brooke scored her 1,000th point against New Brunswick. Her father scored his 1,000th point against New Brunswick. Brooke scored her 1,000th point on January 28th, 2018. Bobby scored his 1,000 point on January 28th, 1990. So 28 years to the day against the exact same opponent. That is just weird. That is just so unbelievable. If you scripted that and had it in a movie somewhere in Hollywood, it would be rejected for being completely unrealistic to think a father-daughter team could score 1,000 points against the same team 28 years apart. It's just a fantastic accomplishment. What?
I think you should make a movie.
Should make a movie? I'll play Principal Ottman. Now, without further ado, let me call up Brooke and see if she would like to say a few words about her accomplishment.
Thanks everyone for coming, even though you're really for there. Congrats to everyone who won in the MLK thing. I'm really happy that I scored 1,000, and I want to thank all my family and my friends because I wouldn't have done it without them for pushing me. And thanks for the mayor for always supporting me. And thanks Mr. Lotman and Mr. Ward and my team and my coaches. Thank you.
Wait, go back on it. You're not done yet. You're not done yet. So I was at the game where she scored 22, and, we're rooting. I'm taking pictures. This is going to be it. It just didn't work out. You had 6 assists in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So, you were going for 1,000. And nobody would have complained if you took a few extra shots. But you had 6 assists in the fourth quarter. And then in the first quarter of the next game where you got your 4th point to get to 1,000, you had a couple of assists, 2 or 3 assists. So that's what I was most impressed by, because it wasn't like, I'm going to heck with the team, it's me, I'm shooting. When you get assists, when you're going for 1,000 points, that says something. It says about the way your coach, which is your dad, has instilled the values of teamwork in your team. And now you're also, today I saw you and Cam DeVoog were named first team Greater Middlesex County White Division. So she's a first teamer, all-star, Greater Middlesex Conference. The all-state honors are yet to come, but congratulations and all that. Let me turn it over to, let's start with our principal, Mr. Lotman, and see if he'd like to say a few words.
I'd like to say exactly what the mayor said. Congratulate Brooke, the whole Tominski family, grandma and grandpa over there. Mr. Tominski always tells a great story of how he used to coach me when I was little, and he always says, thank God basketball is offense and defense, because I couldn't score for anything back then. But I did learn how to shoot, Coach. I really did. I can almost score now, almost. I can never get 1,000. If you give me 2,000 games, I might be able to get 1,000. But my career, no. But from what the mayor said, it was perfect. When we were playing and she had 22 going against Colonia, everyone thought, fourth quarter she's going to do it. It's going to be against our biggest rival. You can't get any better than that. And she kept passing the ball, wide open layups, and our lead wasn't that much going into the fourth quarter, correct?
No.
It was a close game, and the lead extended because of all. They were trying to shut her down. Everyone got wide open layups because of her passes, and then our lead blew up to about 15-20 when you came out, and Coach took her right out because he said it's not going to be done this way, it's going to be done the right way, and it was just a perfect sportsmanship moment, and it was something to be very proud of. And she got it the next game. We were just all there for her, all rooting for her, and we couldn't be prouder of you. So
thank you.
Congratulations.
Mr. Ward, you'd like to say anything as the athletic director of Woodbridge High School?
Thank you. First of all, I want to congratulate Brooke and her family on this great accomplishment. I know how hard she has worked over the last 4 years. We're very proud of her. We're also looking forward to seeing her continue her career at Drew University next year, so congratulations on everything. And I'd just like to thank the mayor, the town council, John Haggerty, for everything they do to put our games on TV and to publicize our student athletes and to honor our student athletes with nights like tonight. So thank you very much.
The truth is, Joe's the only athletic director among our 3 high schools that sends us every week the program, what's going on in the school, who's playing, who's the one. He's the only one that does that. So a lot of that's due to Joe. Now I'd like to ask Bobby T. You want to say a few words about your daughter here?
Sure.
All right, pal. As coach, first I'm calling up Coach Tominski, and then while you're up here, you can be Father Tominski.
All right. Well, as Coach Tominski, I would like to thank not only the administration, but you, Johnny Mack, for televising the moment, being there not only in that moment, but for other moments throughout the season and throughout Brooke's career. I'd also like to thank our coaching staff, who was entirely committed to always doing the right thing. I'd like to thank Brooke's teammates, no one scores 1,000 points alone. There are plenty of picks that go unnoticed, the extra pass that goes unnoticed, and a lot of extra effort that went into Brooke's accomplishments. So I'd like to thank all those players who were there for her throughout her career also. I'd like to thank, obviously, Brooke. Playing for her father is not always easy. Right, Brianna? For those of you that are there on a daily basis, but the reality is every day Brooke showed up and worked as hard as she could, and this is truly her accomplishment. Even though her mom and dad are basketball people, Brooke earned this through hard work, through commitment, through dedication, through the ups and downs, and as a father and a coach, I couldn't be more proud. So thank you.
You also said that night. It said something about, the pressure of you and your wife being basketball players, but you said it was always up to Brooke to keep playing or not, and you never had to pressure her to do that. And you would have accepted it had she said, I don't want to play anymore, you would have accepted it. And she didn't, and you said you didn't put that kind of pressure on her.
Absolutely not. Brooke, throughout her time, not only at Woodbridge, but growing up, played multiple sports. We never dragged her to AAU tournaments. Brooke and I never went and shot by ourselves, and we never forced her to do anything other than what she wanted to do. We told her if she ever wanted to be good at the game of basketball, we would help, but it was truly up to her, which made the accomplishment even that much more special in that she earned it, and it was truly her accomplishment. So I want to thank her for that hard work, and thank you again, Mr. Mayor.
Now I'd like to call up the higher scoring member of the Tominski family. Frankly, it's 1,600 and some odd points to 1,100 and some odd points. So she smoked her husband when it comes to high school scoring. Heidi Tominski, do you want to say a few words?
No, I just wanted to thank everyone that supported Brooke. The emails and texts and people showing up was overwhelming at times, and I just wanted to say thank you and appreciate it, and I'm just so excited for her and proud of her. Thanks.
Before we get a picture, I just want to introduce the rest of the council that's here. We have Councilman at Large Kyle Anderson, 5th Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, 1st Ward Councilwoman Nancy Drum, Councilman at Large Brian Small, 2nd Ward Councilman Howie Bauer, Councilman at Large Greg Ficara, Councilwoman at Large Lizbeth De Jesus, and 3rd Ward Councilman Corey Spiller, all here tonight for the MLK contest winners and also to see Brooke get the honor. Okay, now we're here for the pleasant task of awarding mayor's certificates to the winners of the Martin Luther King essay contest in each of our 16 grammar schools. I'll call them up one at a time, and the last one will be the overall school district winner. All of these are not as picked by the mayor, not as picked by the town council, not as picked by the local government. It's all picked by the school board. But you all are parents and siblings of winners, so that's good. But anybody watching, if your kid didn't get picked, don't blame me. Starting with School 1, Janae Lee. Congratulations. Oh, no, stay up here. We're going to have a picture of you. Congratulations. There you go. School 4 and 5, Shaza Jamal. Congratulations. School number 9, Nicole Vincent. Congratulations. School number 11, Savannah Tab. Congratulations. We'll stick around for pictures afterwards. Pictures with me are $5. Pictures with the council are 50 cents. From School 18, Nishi Dahlia. Congratulations. School 19, Ruby Cinquagrana. Congratulations. School 21, Maya Antoine. Oh, wait, Russell. Oh, I missed school. You're the next one. I'm sorry. I skipped School 20. My bad. That's you. Maya. School 20, Aiden Russell. I skipped you because I saw a boy's name. I mean, it's all girls so far, you know? I got confused. You're Aiden Russell, right? Okay. School 22, Brandon Davis. What do you think this is? You think this is the Oscars or something? No. No? All right. Well, good job, man. School 23, Dia Shah. School 24, Zaid Muhammad. Congratulations. Congratulations. School 25, Madhushri Srinivasan. Congratulations. Good job. School 26, Jayla C. Prasad. Congratulations. School 27, Sydney Dowling. Swing over, swing over. All you swing over. Keep swinging over here. Congratulations. Good work. School 28, Angelina Smolder, right in front. Congratulations. And the overall winner from School 14, Eden Pajaro. Congratulations. And you, young lady, if you don't mind, would you read your essay? Okay, come on over here. Look at the camera. And take your time and read that, please.
Throughout his long march to fulfill his dream, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. kept peace in his nonviolent protest. He dedicated his life to this fight of an equal nation, a fair world, never stopping until his death. Dr. King fought using words, including his I Have a Dream speech, which he proclaimed to 250,000 people who joined him on August 28, 1963, in front of the Lincoln Memorial for the March on Washington to continue the Civil Rights Act. It is him who makes it possible for the better world we Americans have today, and his willingness to keep protesting is what makes him a hero we should all look up to, not just on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, but every day. He persevered, never giving up on his dream of a community of people who accept and value differences, acknowledge and fight racism, and appreciate nonviolence and equality. Dr. King was arrested and jailed. People did everything to stop him, including bombing his home, but his peaceful promotion of equality continued. Dr. King started the cause for all of us to be equal, but there is still work to do in our society. Unfortunately, injustice is still here, including income differences. Equality is not yet a reality, but Dr. King took a big step for all of us. His leadership role of the March to Full Freedom inspires me to live according to his dream. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. accepted and respected all people, no matter their differences of skin color or beliefs from each other. This thought changed what my life is today compared to what it could have been. Opportunities are open to anyone, giving them a better chance to be successful in life despite what they look like. Dr. King saw discrimination that African Americans had to live through, and he acted on those injustices. He fought for a community of people who accept and value differences. He knew that skin color and race shouldn't keep you from the things that help you live your life to the fullest. Dr. King changed my life for the better, inspiring me to live following his dream of a free, different world of united people where everyone is valued not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. This great leader lost his life due to those who disagreed with his fight to end racism. Dr. King spoke out about the unfair, racist laws that segregated and took away freedom from colored people because he knew that we had to acknowledge and fight racism. He inspires me to do so, to put all physical appearances aside and work with everybody at school. Some are forced to learn in unequal schools and sit in the back of buses. Even where you sat down to eat depended on your race. Dr. King refused to give in to these unjust separations and devoted his life into allowing all people of all races and skin colors to live with each other and sit down at the table of brotherhood. He is the reason that racist laws are no longer discriminating innocent people, allowing us as a nation to be closer to the true American dream. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s main goal was for everyone to appreciate nonviolence and equality. He spoke through the barrier of fear that was stopping those to speak out, and they followed him. He made a significant impact on protests, nonviolent protests, because he started the movement that's purpose was to end in one conclusion: equality. He did succeed, but there are still walls that our society has not yet broken through, including wealth inequality. Our world isn't perfect, but Dr. King showed us how to get there and how to make the world a better place through nonviolent persuasion of equality, because Dr. King was not just a hero for the people of 1963, but he is a leader for today and all of our future. His final goal was equality, not for the black and the white, but also for the poor and the rich, and every unfair discrimination that is reality in the United States. Not only was Dr. King fighting for equality, but he also fought for all to acknowledge the peaceful promotions that would later change the world. Violence was not the answer. He fought with words for persuasion to equal laws for everyone in the 50 states of the United States of America. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was a life changer for our nation. He fought for equal rights for all Americans, and the bars of his jail cell didn't stop him from completing the hard task that would make a better society. Everyone is different, so we shouldn't discriminate others because of their different looks or religious beliefs. No one should have to conform to fit in society. Neither should they be excluded if they don't. Dr. King brought hope to those who thought there was none. He is one of the greatest heroes of civil rights. Martin Luther King Jr. let freedom ring through the United States of America, inspiring me to make his dream my dream.
Congratulations. Now, why do you think it's important for the school district to have this contest, to have young grammar school students write about Dr. King? Why do you think that's important?
I think it's important because it also shows how not only adults but kids see this, because Dr. King was the hero for all of America, not just the adults, for the children, and we can show that through writing.
Wow. Very good. You think the world could use somebody like Dr. King now?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Good job. Great job. Great job. I'd like to quickly introduce some of the people in the audience. As I say all the time, I think one of the reasons our school district is so strong is that our principals are so strong. And each one of our principals has 300, maybe 500 and so on kids in their school. And each school has one person here tonight, and I'm going to name about a half a dozen or dozen principals that are here now because they have one kid. Start with our Deputy Superintendent, John Bader. We have Principal Worley, Principal Martino, Principal Fitzgerald, Principal Trupa, Principal Dr. Generelli, Principal Giordano, Principal Osborne, Principal Baylog, Principal Pasculgian, Principal Dr. Massimino, Principal Patton. Where? Where's Connolly? Oh, Principal Connolly's 22. Okay, Principal Connolly. Jill. Oh, Principal Jill Osborne in front. That's school 24. Sorry. I didn't look all the way to my right. I'm sorry. I saw you standing up before, but you snuck in behind over there. So look at how many principals are here. So if you're a parent, I said Patton. I said Patton. Yeah, I said. Come on, I missed those two. I didn't miss everybody. If you're a parent and your kid goes to one of these schools and your principal's here, thank them. They deserve to be thanked. And I know everybody's not here. That's okay. I'm sure people had other reasons for not being here. But I just think it's wonderful that our principals of all of our 24 schools pay such close attention and spend extra time after school nights and weekends whenever the kids get honored. Just a quick introduction of our town council again, since some people will only watch this. Councilman at Large Kyle Anderson, First Ward Councilwoman Nancy Drum, Fifth Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, Councilman at Large Brian Small, Second Ward Councilman Howie Bauer, Councilman at Large Greg Ficara, Councilwoman at Large Liz Beth DeJesus, and Third Ward Councilman Corey Spiller. So congratulations to all of you.
No, the strict requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Review and the Star Ledger published the annual notice on December 22nd, 2017. It's posted on the municipal bulletin board of the town hall, and it should be noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Here. Councilman Ficara. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Here. Councilwoman DeJesus. Here. Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Patel. Here. Councilman Bauer. Here. Vice President Spiller. Here. And President Meehan. Here. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from February 6, 2018? Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter A this evening is the second reading ordinance on adopting the Buckeye Properties redevelopment plan. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open? Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter A only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law? Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. First reading ordinances beginning with letter B up to and including letter H. First reading ordinances. Can I get a motion that these ordinances be passed on first reading, published in the Home District on February 23rd, 2018, with notice of public hearing to be held on March 6, 2018 at 7 p.m.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council?
I'm sorry, I just want to thank the administration and especially Director Hubner on ordinance number F. It's going to be inherently beneficial for the township, so thank you very much.
And any other comments? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Under resolutions, you have tonight listed number 1 through 24. Can I get 1 through 24 approved by consent?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions or comments from council?
Mr. Mitch, I'd just like to thank and ask the council for their support on resolution number 8.
Any other questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We will move into the public portion of our meeting. If you'd like to speak, we ask that you go to the mic. Please state your name, and just as a reminder, there's a 5-minute limit.
Help, help. Robert Mezzi, no gun at 434 Alpine Street. I want to be a professional. When I talk about Judge George Boyd, didn't give me a fair trial, and about, I can't think of it, Armando Montalvo, the guy that was 431 Cross Street for me, said I tried to kill him. And I want to talk today about the cop, Andy Montalvo, the big bullying guy. I was at the council meeting for Board of Education. He's on his big motorcycle with a bunch of young fellas, anti-bullying. He's the biggest bullying among them all. Oh, he was looked very nice. Just like Woodbridge police too. I asked the officer, "What's your name?" "Oh, I'm 31. Okay, all right. Now I lost track now. Okay, about Andy Montalvo, we're very good friends. We belong to the YMCA. He was very nice to me. Then all of a sudden, I just didn't feel like talking, or I was grumpy, or whatever it was. I didn't talk to him. He comes up and he says, "What'd I do to you?" "Well, you didn't do nothing to me, Andy, but you're really making up for what you're doing to me now. Sticking up for your uncle, accused me of trying to kill him. Look at me. I'm falling apart. The only best thing about me is this haircut I got from Eddie's. Across the street from that strip mall by Grove Street, Eddie's. He's there Monday and Tuesday. Good haircuts he gives." All right, talking about Andy, and I used to go in the municipal building. He's always with the ladies at the window, making gestures at me, making fun of me. Upstairs, downstairs, I complained to the watch commander, Pajak. "Oh, he didn't do nothing. He never does nothing. The best one was at the basketball game. We're at the basketball game, they're playing the national anthem. He walks out with another policeman. So after the game, I told the director, it would be nice if they stay for the national anthem and salute. He tells the guy, "Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me." Don't listen to me. It seems like, yeah, nobody listens to me in Perth Amboy, but you're right. They're doing a good job on me, doing a very good job on me. Another time too was at City Hall. I got a ticket. He's talking in a foreign language to another lady in a foreign language. At the end, he said ASHOL. I complained. The girl says, "Oh, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing." They really, I guess, whenever I complain, nothing happens to them. Nothing happens. Only one time when Chief Catano and another officer said they brought me in, talked to me, said, "If there's any problem, call us, and we'll try to straighten it out," and so on and so forth. After that, it was like mediocre. And I used to see him on, one day I'm going uptown, and there was a traffic jam. He stops me, let the other cars go by. All of a sudden, he does something like, "All right, that wasn't no big deal." But he always knows my car. He always knows my car. He gave me 4 tickets, I think. He took my handicap parking away twice. Twice he took it. I don't know. And I went down to the police station. There's about 4 or 5 addresses I wrote down. Got the same situation I have. And nothing happened. Well, the other chief, I don't know, he retired or whatever happened to him. I don't know if he passed it on or whatever. So, another thing too, I was jogging and happened to stop by seat posts. And there was a nice car out in front. I'm like shadow boxing, trying to keep warm. He comes running out, what are you doing? So I'm looking at the car and keeping loose. Well, you're acting crazy. I said, what do you mean acting crazy? I went to the police station. Oh, they can't do nothing. You got to go to civil court. He was in civilian clothes. So nothing happened. Continuously. Everything, something happens to me. Best one too, when I was picketing Quick Check in Port Amboy, he used to follow me. I used to park in Wendy's to eat something. He told the owner, I can't park there, that owns that liquor store. Then I went into Dunlap Homes, right across the street where I grew up. He followed me there too. He told me to leave. He's harassing me or following me. I complained, nothing being done, nothing at all, nothing. Another time too, I'm
Mr. Messi, your time is up.
Can I have another minute or two, Michelle?
No, I'm sorry.
They always, when you get elected president, they say you're so nice, you give everybody this and that. You don't give me nothing.
Sorry. She's so nice.
Oh, yes, she is nice, but okay, thank you. Glad to have.
Good evening, Council President George Bach Hoplon. Let's start off with another moment of silence for all the poor people in the township who are losing their houses and they're being evicted because of that pilot Ponzi tax structure that the mayor approves for the corporate welfare. Don't laugh. It's critical. Okay, what's going on in this world? We got enough ammo, our schools are protected, everything like that. I briefly talked to the police director. I mean, this is horrible. You know, if we could get together with some kind of vigil with the kids in the school in the township, and you have to expose youngsters, you know, to this kind of stuff. I mean, it's horrible, you know, so let's do our best to minimize the impact on it and, you know, look at all these critical areas, especially school buses and stuff like that. You know, stagger their schedule and everything. It's horrible. You guys following that Prococo trial in New York? I emailed Mr. Mitch and he sent it all out to you, that bribery scandal over in, with Mario Cuomo and stuff like that, and they bought tax emissions credits down there in from our Woodbridge plant.
We don't have any comment on that.
Okay, yeah, no, I kind of expected that on there, so it's a developing thing over there, and quite frankly, it's kind of crazy. Okay, Route 35, all the way from the Amboy border over to Roadway. You got to do something, DOT, stuff like that with traffic lights, signage and everything. There's a lot of signs knocked down. Did we do anything to them? Did we give any notification to them? Yeah. You got people riding on the wrong side of the road. They're you know, if you guys want to... I got the specifics.
If there's signs knocked down, you should notify us.
Yeah, who's a traffic officer, or just give it to you, or give it to the traffic officer, or what?
You can just send it to us.
All right, because I mean, it's crazy out there. Tonight, the traffic, you couldn't really move. Terrible out there. Ford's Women's Club, are we going to be taking that by eminent domain, or you don't know what's going on with that, or nobody knows? No.
I'm going to turn that over to Senator.
We're currently negotiating what the purchase of that property.
Yeah, they've been there for 100 years, and there's no library.
It will not be by eminent domain.
All right, well, whatever you do, those are mean ladies.
They're lovely people.
I know. 175 Quincy Court, I mean, what gives? You change the plans on the fly. You have no efforts to help the people that are in the area. You can't open up a dialogue with them. They do have a neighborhood watch. I grew up in the area, and I mean, come on, what's going on over there?
Administration is trying everything they can to help.
Try harder and stuff like that.
They're trying.
You're building a soft target there. You're putting all this stuff in there. 185 cars. I mean, we have people here, and you know, it's got to come to a head. How much stuff can you jam into this area? You know, it's terrible. All right, still judging the body count for the opioid. I understand you have some stuff coming up, some
Yeah,
events.
there's programs that I have on my agenda, and you can also find them on the Woodbridge website and Channel 35. There's many programs for families that you know.
It's terrible what happens with that, and people come to the area, and quite frankly, they're bringing their lifestyle with them. And we have the train stations and stuff that come to the area and, do their best.
Unfortunately, it's everywhere.
Well, more so here because look at the roads, look at the rail, look at the thing, look at the economic status of the people. You have Perth Amboy there, you have Edison all over, I'm not making any things. You're listening to the people. Oh, the sign progress at the community center, what's going on there? The $6 million sign. How much is it?
It's on order. Director Simaluka, you want to take that?
Yeah, they're presently working on it. Their materials are being delivered, and the snow has pushed them a little bit behind, but should be done shortly.
We should get David Copperfield to, the guy from Metuchen, to dedicate it because he could make money disappear too. All right, and I think that's it. And listen to the people. That's all I have to say. Okay, whoever comes here, thank you.
Are there any other comments from the public?
Dick Duffy, Menlo Park Terrace. As we all know, Menlo Park Terrace is the best part of the best town around. I rise to commend and to thank the administration, the Public Works Department, and especially Mr. Henry for the outstanding job they did on the snow removal this season. Likewise, the state and county was also superb in that. It was a pleasure traveling to town during these little storms that we've had. And again, my thank you very much. And it should be recognized. Thank you.
Thank
Are there any other comments from the public?
Good evening. Excuse me. My name is Musli Haki. I'm from Seaworld. I have my comments are about the homeless people in Woodbridge Township. When was the last survey was done for homeless people in Woodbridge? When was the last survey done on homeless people in Woodbridge?
I believe it was just recently done.
Point in time.
Yeah, it was.
Point in time now. I believe it just happened.
Yeah, I
I think
believe
they
so.
just did it, but we don't have the results yet.
You don't have the results.
Right.
Okay. That was my next question. Currently, how many people are homeless? So we simply don't have. So who's the contact person that we can get this information from?
With the office of,
Donna Barcelona.
Ms. Barcelona, Donna Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Sorry, Council President.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, Barcelona, I remember.
You can call town hall and ask for her.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any facility in Woodbridge Township during the code blue period? What it means is when certain temperature comes, there's a code blue, and people have to get inside somewhere. Do we have any facility like this in Woodbridge Township? I know New Brunswick has, South Brunswick has.
Council.
You want to take
That's
that?
a county program.
Yes.
It's designated, the centers are designated by the county. We're not participant in that program. We take care of our own here in Woodbridge.
That's what my question was.
We don't do the Code Blue program. If people need something or a place to be located during a cold time, then we take care of our own.
So I understand Woodbridge Township does it its own.
That's correct.
What I'm saying is it working?
Councilman Figueroa, do you want to add on to that?
As Mr. Bennett said, the county runs a Code Blue program. In Woodbridge Township, the police department is out on the road. If they come across someone who's homeless, they reach out to the office that Mrs. Barcelona runs, and then that triggers a whole series of events to get that person out. So that's the way we do it.
Okay. So we do have some system in place.
We have a system, but it's not, you asked specifically about Code Blue. As Mr. Bennett said, it is not Code Blue. We are aware of it.
But we don't use Code Blue here.
No.
Okay.
We have our police force out. Nobody's more aware of where homeless people might be, and if they need help on those cold days, we have the system that Mr. Bennett explained. And Mrs. Barcelona is right in the middle of that.
I thank the police department for that. I know they do a wonderful job. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for asking.
Are there any other comments from the public?
Good evening, Council. Can you hear me?
Yes.
My name is Jose Cunha. I reside at 166 Stafford Road in Colonia. I come again before you folks, once again, to ask for help. We are in the year 2018. Once again, I am being treated like an animal. I'm sure most of you are aware of the sanitary sewer issue that I have in front of my home. The sanitary sewer was capped a couple of years ago. I remained calm. I never approached anyone. But throughout the years, I've been repeatedly speaking to Mr. Henry and a few other representatives from the township. The issue has not been addressed. Okay? The sanitary sewer has been capped. But here's the situation, folks. There is a tremendous amount of pressure hitting that sewer. And that sewer happens to be in front of my home. So once again, when that pressure is hitting the sewer, I can't use any of the toilet facilities in my home. Again. Okay? I come here to shame some folks tonight. Because once again, this has been going on for 6 years, still has not been resolved. You're looking at an angry resident. I'm going to come to you tonight with a few gripes, that being my major one. This past weekend we had a storm. I have been constantly talking to Public Works. Please tell the plow drivers do not plow the snow in front of my house. In front of my house is the catch basin for all the storm water in my neighborhood. All those small creeks, Friedman's Pond, it all flows through my backyard. But all the storm water sewers, Stafford Road, Ravine, you name it, all flows in front of my home. The catch basin to the storm water is in front of my house. Through my property runs an easement for the storm water. Okay? So when the plow drivers come, they bury the catch basin. So now we get a thaw. So all that water is in front of my home. Can't make it to the catch basin unless I go out there and clean it like I did this weekend. And, not going to mention the individual's name, but he told me he had my back during snowstorms. Okay? This weekend we had a melt with the snow. Who was out there? Me and my wife in our soaking feet cleaning the catch basins and making a path for the water. So, people can drive by safely, and if it happens to freeze overnight, there won't be an ice skating rink where the township will come, dump a ton of salt, and now we got potholes to deal with. Folks, we need to manage the candy store. Things are too comfortable here. I'm going to bring up another issue, because once again, I happen to be an angry resident tonight. 2 years ago, I was involved in a motor vehicle accident, coming out of Colonia High School football game. It was my son's last football game. And me and my wife were in the car, and I can't remember the street, but we were stopped and we were waiting for our turn to make a turn. Well, we were rear-ended. Okay? We were rear-ended by an individual here in town who's connected. The police department came. I gave them my information. Okay? They went over to this individual, very friendly with him, conversation, all this. They came back to my car and asked for my wife's date of birth. What reason? Is it because my name's Jose and my wife's name is Sonia and I was smoking a cigarillo? Is it against the law for me to smoke a cigarillo? I'm just curious why they needed to know my wife's date of birth. Were they checking a criminal record? My wife wasn't driving. My wife wasn't injured. Just curious why they needed to know. It's not fair, folks. It's not fair. I've been coming to you folks for 6 years now asking for help. You want me on my knees? I'll get on my knees. 2 years ago, my daughter contracted a rear bone infection. 1,000 children a year contract this bone infection, mostly females, at my daughter's age, 10 years of age. Unfortunately, we couldn't get a culture because I was dying to find out a culture. Because I still believe till this day that my daughter trekked something on her shoes when she had to walk in front of that filthy conditions that she had to walk through. Because there isn't even a sidewalk for my children to walk on. They have to walk in the street. And when that sewer overflows, they have to walk in the middle of the street to avoid walking over that filth. It's disgusting. We're in the year 2018. I shouldn't have to be here in front of you to let you know what's going on. To let you know that some of the people aren't doing their jobs. All I get is talk, talk, talk. I get engineers. I entertain these people.
Mr. Kuna, your time is up, but I'd really like to talk to you after this because you and I have had numerous conversations. I've been out to your house, and I didn't realize you were having a problem again because I was trying to check.
Councilwoman, believe you me, I appreciate you, but enough isn't being done. All we're doing here is talking. Actions speak louder than words, folks. Please, I'm coming to you again. Please, if you're a parent, I'm coming to you as a parent. Please.
Okay, if you could wait till after, I'll certainly talk with you.
I will. Any more comments from the public? There are a number of comments. I get a motion for the meeting.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Okay, we're going to go into our agendas now. My agenda is in order. A couple of things. We had to have a heart drive over the past month where we collected food and money from residents and businesses. And I just want to thank everybody that donated. We forget about our food banks in the wintertime, but we collected over $30,000 and we had 27,000 pounds of food donated to our food bank. So anybody that participated, we really wholeheartedly want to thank you for that. And just one other thing I have, we are going to be having a Chili Fest this weekend, or March 4th, Sunday, March 4th. It's from 12 to 2, and it'll be held at JJ Biddings. It's $10 to get in. If you're interested in bringing your chili and entering our contest, we'd love for you to join us. You can reach out to Eileen at 732-596-4048. All the proceeds from this event is going to go to a little girl named Julia who lives in Colonia, who is battling brain cancer. So any support we can get for that, we'd appreciate you coming out and supporting us. And that's all I have. We'll move on to Vice President Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Just one quick item. Item number 12. It's listed as a prison warden site. I'm happy to announce, report that we started work on the property, removing a lot of the vegetation. Just to refresh, that's going to be called Cedar Meadows. That's going to be residential living for the developmentally disabled as well as a recreational soccer complex. Mr. Mitch, if we can officially change 12 to Cedar Meadows on my agenda, please. The rest of my agenda is in order. I would just like to congratulate fire commissioners for Avenel Fire Department, Demon T and Greg Zock on their re-election at this weekend's Board of Fire Commissioner election. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Jones.
Thank you, Council President. We have a Woodbridge Township St. Patrick's Day Parade coming up on March 11th. Begins at Woodbridge High School at 1:30 and it concludes at Town Hall on Main Street. The parade is run every year by the American Irish Association, so we're looking forward to having a good time at the parade. The animal shelter that's located at 755 St. George Avenue. Actually, Rita's Italian Ice, I wanted to say, on St. George Avenue, this Friday, the 23rd of February, is opening for the season. And in addition to opening for the season, what they're going to do is ask for donations for the Woodbridge Animal Shelter. So if you want to go over to Rita's and donate a couple things for the animal shelter, they'd greatly appreciate that. There's a Woodbridge Animal Shelter wish list that is on their Facebook page, so you can look at that. And that begins at noon on Friday, the 23rd. 17, our Chamber of Commerce in Woodbridge has a lot of upcoming events. If you would like to check out our website, www.woodbridgechamber.com, or give a call at 732-636-4040. There's a Women's Leadership subcommittee that's presenting to presenter about mastering the art of communication at Colonia Country Club on March 15th. There's a nonprofit seminar at the Woodbridge Elks on March 22nd. The topic will be building a powerful board, and that's from 9 to 12. And I just wanted to also congratulate the Woodbridge Fire Department newly elected Fire Commissioner Jeff Moran. Congratulations, Jeff, and thank you for joining our other commissioners in this important position in our fire district. And I just wanted to ask Director Simaluka if you have a minute or two after the meeting. I just have a quick question for you. Thank you. That's all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Council President. First, I'd like to top it off with congratulating the Woodbridge High School boys bowling team. They are the Tournament of Champions, state champions, and they did that this weekend. They won their Group 4, and then they went in and they beat all the Group 4 champions. So congratulations to them and to their coach, and to the coach's father, who sits beside me, Amanda Small. So congratulations to all of Woodbridge High School and the boys bowling team. For the W2RC, we have our best practices meeting here in the council chambers on March 15th at 7 p.m. All presidents or board members of youth organizations, youth sport programs, and any other youth organizations are encouraged to come. We will have a bylaws template. We will have attorneys and accountants that help them make sure that they're in order for balancing their books, and if they need any assistance, it'll be here, and there will be a lot of best shared practices going on that night. So it's March 15th at 7 p.m. here in Council Chambers. Job Bank, I have a great announcement. I don't know if you're aware of Our House. Now, Our House is located in, it's going to be at Cypress Hall. Cypress Hall, yes, on West Ave in Seawarren, or is it Port Ready? Port Ready. And but Our House make a difference. It's working with special needs adults, so make a difference in someone's life and get paid for it. Our House Incorporated is an exemplary social service agency. Provides residential, recreational, and employment services and innovative day programs to individuals with developmental disabilities. We currently are looking for compassionate individuals to assist and train our residents in independent living skills. So you can go on to the Employment Opportunity Center on the township website, and Our House is the top position that most recently was added to our page, and their website where you can send your resume is hrmanager@ourhousenj.org, or you can fax it to 908-464-8263. They do offer benefits. The requirements that they require is that you have a valid driver's license, a good driving record, you own transportation to and from work, and you have a minimum of a high school diploma or a GED equivalent. So please check it out, and if you're someone who likes to work with special needs individuals, it's a very rewarding experience, please consider it. I'm going to hold on item number 3. For number 4, Mayor's Trophy, March 3rd at Avenel Middle School from 9 a.m. all day. The fourth grade boys and girls all the way through 8th grade boys and girls will be competing for the coveted John McCormick Mayor's Trophy, and that will be on a Saturday. Come out and support the kids. All right. We're going to hold on item number 5. Hold 6 and hold 7, holding 8, holding 9, holding 10, and then for 11 from the MLK program, tonight we had the essay contest winners from all of the grammar schools in Woodbridge Township, and we had the essay winner from School 14 and Ford's read her essay, and it was fantastic. It was very thoughtful, introspective, and I believe that this is a time when our young people need to learn how to speak up and to speak their mind and to learn from Dr. King's legacy. So congratulations to them all. It was also good to see all of the school principals out supporting your students tonight. On item number 12, the Independent Club of Colonia will be holding their annual Black History Month event, and that's Sunday, the 25th, at 2 p.m. at the Evergreen Center. There will be poetry, there will be song, there will be spoken word, and it's very entertaining and as well informative. So please come out. There's no charge, and there is also a nice warm meal for you afterwards. So come on out and learn a little bit about Black history.
What time was that?
That's 2 p.m. at the Evergreen Center this Sunday. Item number 13, tooling around the township, is scheduled for April 28th. If you would like to volunteer, we've already have all the list of the homes, but if you'd like to volunteer, please send your request to 732-602-6015, and you can email at tooling@twp.woodbridge.nj.us. So if you have a team or if you're an individual looking to help out, please contact those phone numbers or website. We really appreciate your assistance. As far as the Boy Scouts and camping, the Colonia Troop went to PA on a trip this past weekend. They also enjoyed snow tubing, but they learned a great deal and earned many merit badges. If you're interested in the Colonia Boy Scouts, they meet every Tuesday at 7:30 at St. John Vianney on Emmett Avenue. So go by and check them out. They're always encouraging new boys to come out and be a part of the troop. And I also would like to congratulate to the Colonia Fire Commissioner, Joe Fagaro, for his this past weekend in his election. Thank you, Mr. Lawrence.
Councilman Fagaro.
Thank you, Council President. I'll try to be brief. First, with the Woodbridge Community Center, just an announcement that the Highland Grove Preschool has an open house. For TV purposes, it's not going to help because it's this Thursday, February 22nd, from 6:30 to 8 p.m. You have the opportunity to go and actually see a classroom, but the phone number is 732-596-4181. In case you missed the open house because of the lateness of my announcement, you do have the opportunity to make an appointment and do the same. Woodbridge Township, through the Community Center, runs an outstanding summer camp program. There's actually a few different camps that go on. They have an open house on Thursday, March the 22nd, so that's way in advance, from 6 to 8 p.m. in the upper lobby at the Community Center, and it's a great opportunity to get a preview of what the summer could look like for young people. Moving all the way down, you can't get this date out early enough, but the fireworks this year will be on July the 3rd over at Alvin P. William Park, where we have it every year. The park is closed till 4 p.m., and then you can enter and get your spot from there. Our annual pizza run, which is over in Seawarn, starting in the park, is July the 11th, which is a Wednesday. Mr. Green, I don't want to put you on the spot, but the health department has a big anniversary, right? 50 years of service at our health center, and you have an event coming up?
Correct, Councilman. We'll be celebrating for the rest of the year a couple different events, Public Health Day in early April, and of course our Mayor's Annual Health Expo in the fall. We'll also celebrate our 50th anniversary of the Public Health Center.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Green. I know you weren't there for all 50 of those years, but you've been there for quite a while. And also, I think hot off the press, Mr. Mitch, you might be able to help us out in this. I believe the Colonia boys basketball team won the GMC semifinals, and they're going to the championships.
Just
Is that
got
correct?
breaking news because both of our boys are on.
So that's hot off the press. Congratulations to the Patriots, boys basketball, and that's all I have, Council President.
Councilwoman Lucis.
Thank you, Council President. Moving down to item number 5. For the week of February 19th, community policing will be attending Woodbridge Township schools, providing students with information on interacting with police and working on projects with students. For the week of February 26th, they will be attending Woodbridge Township schools to read to the students and to speak to them about a career in police enforcement. They are accepting applications for the 2018 Senior Police Academy, and you can find the applications at the police window, at the local libraries, at the senior centers, and at the community center. And the applications for the Junior Police Academy will be available in April. Moving down to item number 10, Free Public Library of Woodbridge. Plan your garden at a free workshop with Middlesex County Master Gardeners and the Township Recycling Center at the Henry Inman Branch Library on Saturday, March 3rd at 10:30 in the morning. Learn how gardening and recycling can work together, take home some free seed packets, and more. Information can be found on the Township Recycling Calendar and the library website, www.woodbridgelibrary.org. Item number 11, the Greenway Family Success Center will have an American Sign Language 101 free workshop on Thursdays starting at 5:30 to 7 p.m. March 29th, April 19th, and May 31st. The Greenway Family Success Center is located in Fords on New Brunswick Avenue. Registration is required, so please call 732-527-3400 for more information. And again, they're having a workshop, a free workshop entitled Basic Rights in Special Education, an introduction to the special education process. Whether you're new to special education or have been involved for a while, this workshop is for you. This presentation provides families with an introduction to their rights and responsibilities as parents of children with special needs under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, the New Jersey Code, and Section 504 of the Vocational Rehabilitation Act. Parents begin to identify dreams and goals for their children, understand laws, and learn advocacy strategies that will help their children reach those goals. Please, again, it starts March 22nd from 6 to 8 p.m. at 537 New Brunswick Avenue in Fords, and is hosted by the Greenway Family Success Center. You do have to register. So again, please call 732-527-3400 for more information. And that is all that I have. Thank you.
Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I want to add something to my agenda. I ask for the administration to consider daily checks at our motels and hotels in town. I would be able to speak to the administration whenever you want to speak to me about that. And secondly, congratulations to Commissioner Joseph Zullo of Port Reading on his overwhelming victory. And that's all I have this evening.
Thank you. Councilman Battelle.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. A couple of announcements. First of all, I would like to also congratulate Deepak Thakur and Stephen Larko. They just got re-elected as Board of High Commissioners on last Saturday. And Cub Scout Pack number 148, they will be having their blue and gold banquet. And on that day, they will be presenting Arrow of Light Awards. And it's going to happen next Sunday, February 25th at noon at the Woodbridge Lodge, located at 665 Avenue, Woodbridge. And also we have a February 25th Sunday breakfast with the mayor, and it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the Menlo Park Terrace, Islin Fire Company number 1, which is located at 100 West Cali Street, Metacha. Also Sunday, March 4th, we have also breakfast with the mayor. That's from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. at the Islin Fire Company number 1, which is located at 1222 Green Street, Islin, New Jersey. And also on February 24th, Woodbridge Public Library is offering a free SAT, ACT preparation course, and that's going to be between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. So that's all for tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Item number 6, Fords Business Community. I'd like to welcome a new business located at 517 New Brunswick Avenue, Fords, called Mrs. Anna's Music School. Their motto is "The gift of music lasts a lifetime." They offer piano, guitar, and singing lessons. For more information, contact Ms. Anna at 732-742-0621 or via email at missannasmusicschool.com. Item number 7, Ford's Hope on Casey Fire Company. I'd like to congratulate all the winner from all 3 fire districts on their win for fire commissioners. And my last item, item number 9, Troop 53 Boy Scouts of America, Troop 53 75th anniversary be held on Saturday, April 14, 2018 at 2 p.m. in Our Lady of Peace Parish Hall. For more information, contact troop53snj@gmail.com and contact Scott McGrath, or you can see them on Facebook at Troop 53 Ford, New Jersey 75th anniversary. That's all I have tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Madam President. Under number 1, letters C and D, I have 2 new liquor license transfers noted there. The police department is currently doing their investigation. And also I've added 2B, which is to schedule a hearing for disciplinary charges to do the market calendar for March the 20th. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Senate Bennett.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. As you know, the township is self-insured and a member of the Central Jersey Joint Insurance Fund. At the next meeting, you'll have in front of you a resolution that will request you to adopt the 2018 Safety Incentive Program, which is required by the Joint Insurance Fund. It's also a requirement that the governing bodies provide a verbal update twice a year, and to that end, as for 2017, the Central Jersey JIF attained a lost time accident frequency of 1.26, and as members of this group, we can be very proud of that accomplishment because it is one of the lowest in the state. We're also going to have an authorization to set health benefits eligibility and a second amendment to the rights-of-way use agreement with Verizon. They're on the notes. There's a residency waiver for an individual that is married to someone who already has a residency waiver, so unless we want to do a divorce, we're going to put this in front of the council so that they can both have it, and so they can live together. They are married. And then there will be a co-op for the purchase removal of the Woodbridge High School, the turf football field. We're moving ahead on that project. A contract amendment with respect to the Henry Inman Library. That's to the engineer software. And then 2 housekeeping matters, refunds. That's the end of my report.
Thank you. Director Hopner.
Thank you, Council President. I have a addition of a handicap parking space on Howard Street in Oaklawn, and a change of a placard for a handicap parking space on Gordon Street in Woodbridge. Thank
you. Director Green.
I don't have anything tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Director Simonuka.
Thank you, Council President. I have a residency waiver for Sea Warren Marinas boat slip. Thank you.
Director Darden.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refunds, we'll have a resolution and agreement for your action with regard to COA affordability funds. Thank you.
Director Henry.
Thank you, Council President. I have 2 items. The electric car vehicle share program and 2018 partnership agreement with Rutgers for technical assistance for our plus plan restoration. Thank you.
Thank you. Viva.
Nothing to see.
Have a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second.